You were regrettably expendable, my dear.
Hello everyone, it's Miss Parker here with Renata, Mini Nata. And today I'm going to be doing the second part of my Discord Renata mains builds. In this video, I'm specifically doing the Phase Rush build, one user shared, and I've got 3 games where I try so hard to make it work, and I don't know if it was just like bad luck with the teams. Like you'll see my first game, my ADC doesn't seem to know what Renata does and then just runs it down. Like it's like 3 unfortunate games, and I don't want to immediately claim that the build is bad, but I thought I'd share those games with you, and then give my perspective on what it felt like playing with it. But yeah, I hope you all enjoy. Thank you. Hello everyone, so this is the first game going this build. So this is featuring a build from somebody's name I can't say, I'm just gonna say Crackers. And it's a Phase Rush build. Now, initially, I don't know how useful this can be. Like, I think it's fun to run fast on Renata, but utility-wise, I'm not sure how useful it is. So in this game, I've got a SWAIN APC. We finished leashing. We're against an ASHE in LULU. And normally, I would say SWAIN APC isn't bad at all with Renata. You ult the enemy while SWAIN's ulted, and they'll just keep fighting in his aura. And it's really not that bad, but this SWAIN in particular, I don't know if he normally plays bot lane or what's going on. He starts with E, doesn't hit it, I feel like hardly ever. Like he's used it 3 times now. It's not even close to hitting them. And we have an unfortunate start where they didn't leash and were able to get some free damage off on us when we came to lane. He finally hits it. We don't get too much off of it, unfortunately. I don't have my Q yet. We're still level 1. This game I started with Relic Shield so I could try to help SWAIN farm, and I'm glad I did. I would not have been close enough to try to farm Spell Thieves this game, since we're constantly getting poked out. I land a good Q here and pull ASHE under the turret. I exhaust her, try to get her to stay under there longer. SWAIN ghosts, I W him, but he doesn't seem to know how my W works, and he walks away. And that's... that's probably the worst feeling. He does apologize, so I'm like, okay, maybe he knows, like, and he'll do better, but as you'll see the rest of this game, I don't know what this guy is doing. So that should have been a pretty free kill. I guess maybe I exhausted too early. I was hoping by exhausting when I did, that she would take more turret aggro for longer. But it's just not what happened. So now we're kind of in a position I don't like, where ASHE can run us down, and with SWAIN not really hitting E's, I'm not too sure how well he could peel for us. I'm definitely using my Q more defensively now, because I don't have too much faith in this guy. Yeah, he misses it again. I push ASHE away from him. And Yone's already got 4 kills, 6 minutes in the game. So it's really looking good for us this game. So just keep farming under turret. We do have a Nocturne. He's trying to come gank, so walk up. I miss my Q, I put W on SWAIN. Again, he walks away. But Nocturne does enough damage. He flashes after LULU. Gets the kill there. So I go back, and I type a little message for the SWAIN. I was like, you gotta stop backing off. You won't revive. For some reason, he pushes out by himself and he gets ganked by Fiddlesticks and dies. So I rotate up. Yone's in Nocturne's jungle. So I start walking up here. Fortunately, Nocturne gets killed. They didn't wait long enough for me. Exhaust, Q, E, and Zed gets the shutdown on Yone there. Nocturne does have R, and he begins to ping that he wants to gank mid, so I stay mid. But he doesn't... Yeah, it's kind of awkward, so I just back off, go back bot lane. Unfortunately, Zed dies to Silas regardless. Nocturne R's onto Silas and dies as well. This game is currently 3 kills to 12. And I've been there for 3 of the kills. I've had to help to get those. Here, I land a Q on Ashe, not quite under turret. Unfortunately, she ghosts and I miss my ult because of that. She ults me, I flash away. SWAIN gets polymorphed during his ult and gets kited out and dies there. My own fault for missing ult, but it's super hard when Ashe has ghosts like that and LULU to speed her up. Unfortunately, I feel like Nocturne could try to gank again, but he's just not focusing us. SWAIN ghosts in. I don't have any mana or health. I had used W on him earlier to try to get a gap closer, and he just dies to her. That's pretty much the theme of this game. Yone is already roaming around. He's bot lane now to try to put pressure for drag. I'm trying to do what I can to defend our turret. I'm pinging, to Zed maybe. We've got, he's already lost his turret. I'm not sure why he isn't trying to help roam. I even ping, Ashe's bounty. No efforts made. So this build features Cerulea's Reverie, Cosmic Drive, Lichbane, anything with MS. And it's been nice, but I don't really notice it, to be honest. Like in lane a couple times, I'd feel it, but maybe if I was in a solo lane trying to be more aggressive, but yeah. Ashe just runs down Zed. SWAIN goes behind, dies as well. Everyone's just running in one by one and dying. I try to save Nocturne there by exhausting Ashe. I die because of it. And as soon as the FF comes up, I do it because SWAIN is 8 deaths. There's no way he's gonna be able to carry us. And that's the unfortunate first game. It was really bad, and I didn't want to chalk it up to the build, so I try again. I do try again. Hi everyone, so this is the second game. This game we have a Lucian ADC, and we're against KALISTA and a NEEKO one-trick. Already a really weird chat this game. But we're gonna go ahead. I go Spell Thieves because I'm expecting to be able to kind of keep up with NEEKO's poke to some degree. We have similar range, so I'm hoping that I can try to be aggressive. I miss Q here, unfortunately. KALISTA jumps away, and I predicted she'd jump the other way, so. But we're doing pretty good poke-wise. I'm already pretty low on mana. This build features magical boots instead of biscuits. I land Q, throw NEEKO in, she gets healed. I ignite Kalista, Kalista flashes, and we get that first blood. So I feel like pretty confident. Unfortunately, Lucian gets ignited there. And then NEEKO kind of fools us with the clone and kills Lucian. I really wasn't expecting him to get hit by that, so I didn't W in time. I don't know if he could have gotten a kill and revived there, but at this point we're thinking, yeah, that's not too big of a deal. It's only support, so. Back in lane here. NEEKO roams mid as a minion, and I did ping that she was missing, but it's so hard to like see that coming, so I'm not like mad that Orianna didn't back off in time. NEEKO throws her root, I dodge it. Nocturne's kind of hovering, but you'll see this Nocturne's very aggressive towards us. And he does help their lane a lot, which is really unfortunate, but... So continue farming. Kayn wants to gank. I tell him there's vision. Right now we're just poking. Unfortunately, I tried to go up to Q, but I get ignited. I didn't realize it would be up already. And Electrocute does so much more damage than you realize early game. Especially in bot lane, you don't really play against it too much. But yeah, I misplayed there. I definitely was too aggro and didn't expect the damage output that they had. They do get a kill on Kalista, but Lucian dies in the process. Back to farming, I ping that NEEKO's MIA again. Seems she really likes to roam mid, so I was trying to be on top of pinging that, but if you're not counting the minions, you won't notice. NEEKO does gank mid, and she dies. Orianna dies, that is. And I tried to walk up there to Kalista. I'm not sure why we aren't being more aggressive, considering she was alone for so long, but... NEEKO flashes, roots, and then we get ganked by Nocturne. I pull him under turret, we get a kill. Fortunately, that Electrocute burst from NEEKO kills Lucian. Really close to killing Kalista and getting his revive, but wasn't quite enough. Try to hold the wave for Lucian, and then see what comes next. I straightforward just tell Orianna that she might roam from spawn. I go ahead and back. Get my Kindle gem, back in lane now. NEEKO's still MIA. And then we get ganked by Nocturne. Unfortunately, NEEKO comes from behind, and we couldn't see it because of the Nocturne ult. Ults us, and the stun, I'm not able to get W on Lucian in time. And just so much damage. Like, it's so hard playing against a mage, playing on support, and unfortunately, she's been able to get away with it. Kalista ults NEEKO to save her. We do have our Jax TP in here. Aatrox TP's down as well. Nocturne's here. We're in a pretty good spot though. Let him know I don't have W up. Get a kill on Aatrox because he gets too aggressive against Jax. Also, I think Aatrox had Arcane Comet and was still just super strong. Yeah, it was. He had Arcane Comet, still winning top lane for whatever reason. Unfortunately there, NEEKO came in, ulted us, and Nocturne flashed in behind her for the fear, and Lucian and I just got locked down. I guess we should have backed off, but unfortunately just wasn't expecting that. Jax dies to NEEKO. I go ahead and ult here to protect Kayn. Orianna came bot but died. Kayn and Jax dive. They managed to get a kill on KALISTA. Unfortunately, NEEKO hasn't been shut down yet. I tried to push out the wave. And then I'm gonna go mid to hover Lucian. KALISTA returns to bot, so we head down bot again. NEEKO is missing. I ping, she's missing. And she ends up top. They kill Orianna again. Kayn and Jax get a double kill mid. So we're able to pretty freely take this drag. We see somebody kind of hovering bot, so we go ahead and back. It was Victor there. But I think it was NEEKO in disguise as Victor. At this point, like, the game's not looking too terrible. Like, Kayn's doing well. Most of the kills are just on NEEKO. I think she's just kind of tilting, like messing with my team's mental more than anything. We get the turret bot. NEEKO shows up behind us. I use my Ceruleans, get W. I flash into KALISTA to make sure I land the ult. Unfortunately, she ults NEEKO before I land the ult. So KALISTA doesn't actually hit NEEKO at all with her auto attacks. And we lose that fight. Yeah, NEEKO has 7 kills right now. 8 assists. I go back mid because I see them fighting. Unfortunately, Kayn gets killed, as does Jax. Trying to land Q. It's so hard with KALISTA jumping around like that. I decide not to FF immediately like the last game. I'm thinking that maybe we have a chance. Like, it's just NEEKO that's mid, right? Like, it's not... shouldn't be too terrible, but... yeah, it's another pretty rough game. Rotating here because I see Aatrox. Victor's here as well. Jax is coming from behind. I move up. Unfortunately, NEEKO is there, and so is Nocturne. Nocturne spell shields my ult. I do land it, but yeah, it's not enough. Kayn kills Nocturne. Fortunately, he was taken over the wall, so he dies. They're pushing our turret here. Orianna is getting attacked. For some reason, she runs towards mid, towards the other enemies. She gets killed. I can't defend it. I have to back off. They're rotating towards drag anyway. Trying to get some vision in our jungle, hoping that maybe this will help against my team getting caught out by NEEKO. Fortunately, they definitely have the pressure for Drake. Put their wards down so I don't have vision on it. Oriana gets killed by NEEKO again. I think solo as well. I ult, hoping that'll help, but unfortunately, we just get pushed off of that. Kayn dies. And my team surrenders. I mean, Oriana had 6 deaths, 1 assist. It was just not a good game. And you can see by the scores as well at the end that it was pretty rough. Hello everyone, so into the next game. This game we have a ZIGGS ADC, or APC I should say, against CAITLYN and GALIO. Honestly, I've really enjoyed playing with ZIGGS APC. I usually go Relic Shield to help him farm, so we can be pretty comfortably under turret. We have a Morgana jungle, Irelia mid, and Cassante top. I don't play against Galio support too often, and I would think it would be too bad with my Q, so I could push him away, hopefully before he lands the taunt on me. Their jungle, unfortunately, makes a really strong difference early game, so here ZIGGS really walks up against them, even though we know Galio's in the bush. CAITLYN cleanses immediately. ZIGGS has to flash away and he gets killed by Galio. I do try to kill Galio. ZIGGS is teleporting in, so I get really confident. And we get level 3 ganked by Nunu. He kills me. He's going AP. He's got Dark Harvest. So, very unfortunate. And then ZIGGS pushes out immediately, and Nunu comes around again and ganks a second time. So now I'm warding, but I don't, it's so hard against Nunu because he's so fast. So we're just back to farming here. But those early ganks really made it hard. And I don't know why ZIGGS played the way he did. Like, I get he was trying to get a kill, but Galio was in the bush, and I'm not sure why he thought that would be the time to walk up, but he did. So now we're kind of playing back a little bit. Galio's keeping us from the wave. I Q, get a little bit of poke off. Get some farm. It's definitely better for us to be under turret in this case with Nunu ganking as much as he has. Morgana's coming to gank. They do have vision, and I don't have flash to be able to Q. Galio walks in. He ignites me. I do have my E up to be able to kind of buffer it. ZIGGS is able to kill. I heal him and do a W, but unfortunately he gets killed. I'm surprised that was even close to being won, honestly. All the kills are on Galio currently, and he does go full AP. He's got a Dark Seal. Here I'm trying to rotate mid. They do get the kill on Victor, though, so I start to head back to bot lane, and then I see Nunu's ganking, so I start to rotate up, but Nunu ults and gets away. I'm headed back bot now. CAITLYN's in the river. She nets away, so I miss my Q. Put a W on Morgana, and CAITLYN flashes to try to hit her. I step in a trap and have a flash over the wall. Unfortunately, with my Q, I push them out of Morgana's Q. I do stun them, though, and that helps ZIGGS get the kill on Kate. Fortunately, Nunu's coming up behind, and it's coming under turret. I put a W on Morgana. Maybe, I don't know if it would have mattered who I put it on there. I'm able to get the kill on Galio. And here I make a mistake. Nunu's still bot, and I was thinking I was pretty safe from where I was, but he hits me with a snowball and is able to kill me there. I really underestimated his damage. Fortunately, ZIGGS came bot and then died immediately, so he teleports bot again. I think he's just playing really aggro for a ZIGGS when is best suited to be back and just poking. Here Galio was kind of warding our jungle, so I walk up. Unfortunately, I'm not 6 yet. I'm trying to help Morgana with this Drake, but we're really in a bad position, especially if Victor starts walking up. Fortunately, he hasn't moved yet. I remind Morgana she's got her smite. She should be able to get this. She does get the Drake, but she does die. We're in a really awkward spot with Victor walking up. I heal. We're able to kind of run away from that. ZIGGS wants to try to get that kill on KAITLyn. She's really low, but we're just not in the position for it, I don't think. I think that's the one time where I think my phase rush really helped, so I could kind of run away there. But other than that, I really didn't feel it too much. Again, maybe if I was solo lane, it would be more of an impact, but I think as support, it's just not too much. ZIGGS gets killed by an auto. Unfortunately, he stopped to land, try to ult, and that got him killed. It's currently 12 versus 7. Cassante is not doing well against Sion at all, which is really disappointing. Cassante's so strong, and I was hoping we could, I could possibly funnel him late game, but fortunately I get taunted and Kate insta-cleanses my ult, and I didn't have flash up, so I died there. I knew that Galio was in the river. I was hoping when I walked up toward that he wouldn't be immediately right there, so I definitely could have just waited. But really unfortunate she just insta-cleansed my ultimate. I pull Nunu back, but he has his ult up, so he gets that shield, and we're not able to kill him under turret. I'm just helping pressure here so we can try to take the turret. Aren't able to get it, unfortunately, and Victor's back, so I rotate bot. I am really nervous. Morgana's super low. KAITLYN's able to take our turret. Don't know where Galio is, and then we see him in the river. He ults in on top of Kate. I ult. She's really low. Unfortunately, ZIGGS just dies, and I was just unable to get into near enough to W. Galio flashes, KAITLYN ults me, but I'm able to get away. She rushes Bloodthirster first, which is really interesting, but I guess it's working, so. This Galio is really good though. Like, he had great engages, great peel. I was definitely gapped for sure. He also goes his Night Harvester, so he has a lot of damage and tankiness as well. Hope I can practice more against playing against Galio. Unfortunately, I get the shutdown there when I go to Q. Irelia is mad at me. I'm just like, it wasn't my intention. Like, I was queuing more so I could pull her into us, and there's just enough damage, I guess. ZIGGS dies bot again. He's already got 8 deaths, so I don't know. Maybe if he played safer, they wouldn't be as fit as they were. I don't want to completely accuse him. He definitely like teleported in though a couple times and just instantly died, so maybe just not used to the mechanics of bot lane. I'm not sure. I tried to rotate there to help kill Sai on top. Unfortunately, he had vision and got away. Galio gets a double kill bot lane. I was mid trying to defend it, but it's definitely getting hard. Thankfully, Cassante comes to try to help clear that. I missed my Q, unfortunately, but I used my Truly, I was kind of hoping we could get something, maybe Morgana Q, but nothing comes of it. I ult onto CAITLYN. I don't see if she cleanses it or not. I wouldn't be surprised if she did. Fortunately, I'm out of mana at this point. We do get a kill on Nunu, but yeah, Morg dies to CAITLYN. I'm hitting top to see if I can try to help them kill Sion. They kill him before I get there, but I'm able to kind of shield Cassante so he can run away. Heading mid. I really dice against CAITLYN and Galio, and so does ZIGGS. Galio is really fed at this point. I ult. I do put W on Morgana, and it does revive her, and I Q and pull Galio back, but Nunu is there, unfortunately, to clean up. Trying to get vision. Drake's coming up. Fortunately, Cassante just runs in, and then he's like, okay. But he like ran into their full team, and I don't have ult, so I'm not sure what he was expecting. I'm trying to desperately get W onto Irelia. I do get it on her, although ZIGGS is just about killed by Galio, and I am out of mana. I use Q and pull Galio back. Unfortunately, his dash still goes through partially, and he's able to kill ZIGGS. But CAITLYN ult was going through as well, so he would have died regardless. Cassante teleports in. Irelia died in the pit while I was trying to peel for ZIGGS. Ult's trying to help Morg, but Sion is super fed as well. ZIGGS does get a kill on CAITLYN. Unfortunately, Morgana does die to Sion. I still don't have any mana. I haven't had any mana this fight, practically. I push Cassante to cancel his Q. Unfortunately, Victor's here, so we're kind of just dancing around that. ZIGGS is down in the river with Irelia. He gets engaged on by Galio, and Nunu's here now. And he dies, unfortunately. And then Irelia dies as well. That was like such a long fight for the Drake that like, and everybody kept dying and then coming back and then fighting and then dying. Morgana tries to get it. She does take the Drake for her own life. Unfortunately, I'm unable to run up and try to help her. CAITLYN flashes after me and is able to kill me with her ultimate. I definitely was just there for too long and tried to help Morgana, but it was a lost cause. It was kind of a suicide. But, I mean, it's 32-20 right now. They unfortunately do get Baron. I ult here. CAITLYN has enough time to dodge it, so I don't really get anything off of it, unfortunately. I don't know if her cleanses up either. I do land Q, but Galio stuns or taunts me, so I'm not able to recast. Shields and help Cassante there get a double kill. Morgana dies mid, and it does look like CAITLYN did ever cleanse up, so she was cleansed Morg's ult and was able to live there. I get ignited and just killed. Galio's just so fed, and then Irelia just dies. I think Galio has 12 kills at this point. like Night Harvester, Abyssal Mask. Yeah, he's solo carrying. Something I wish I could do on Renata, man. Got my Cosmic Drive here. And we're just kind of A-ramming at this point. Victor and Xante and Scion are all in mid lanes. We're trying to get that shut down on Galio. He's able to get away. We're trying to take this turret. With ZIGGS passive, we're able to take it. For some reason, they try to dive. I ult to try to help, but there's just... I don't know why they did that. Could have just tried to take the turret. Xante says the same thing. Fortunately, a lot of flashes after ZIGGS. Thankfully, with my Cosmic Drive and my Phase Rush, I'm able to get away. But I don't know why they did that. We could have just had our one turret and then been fine, but... Irelia teleports in and dies to their team immediately. Not sure why she did that. There wasn't a Drake up or anything. I think maybe she was trying to get behind, but I don't know. Kind of running it down at this point. That was so much damage. I nearly just die right there from single Galio Q and then KAITLyn auto. My team manages to kill Scion. ZIGGS is really low though, so is Xante. ZIGGS dies, Galio ults in. I put a W on Irelia to try to help, but my team is just dead. First part is like, like Galio's like stomping, but then he stands and like is laughing, like spamming his laugh, and it's like, come on, man. Like, we're already having a hard enough time as it is. But yeah, we've just lost the game. Irelia goes in, manages to get KAITLyn. Fortunately, the Galio dashes and we're not able to land my Q or Morgana Q. And Irelia is just really low from getting hit by the minions. W on Morg. Pull him close. Fortunately, ZIGGS bounces him a little bit farther away, but Irelia manages to shut him down. I missed my Q on Nunu. Fortunately, he's able to kill. I don't have any mana for anything. Finally get enough mana for ults. I only hit Scion with it, though. They're all kind of standing off to the side. I used my Cherulias, but yeah, I just got nothing. Scion's able to flash and then slow me, and that's enough to kill me there. But yeah, it was just 3-10, 10-13. Irelia was doing really well early, but I think she just got tilted and started making really bad calls. Fortunately, the surrender doesn't go through. I don't know if I say no at this point. I might have. I'm really trying to make this build work. I really am. Like, crackers. Like, I really try, man. I really don't. Like, it was really unfortunate games, but I don't know if it would have made a difference if I had a better build or what. I miss Q. I ult. It doesn't hit KAITLyn. Put a W on Xante. I almost called him Chrysante after reading that chat. We managed to kill Scion there. I'm really trying to peel, but KAITLyn ult kills me. Morgana comes in and dies. She says, so fun! Irelia dies, unfortunately. It's just, yeah. 17 kills on Galio. But, yeah, very unfortunate games. I really don't know if the build made a difference. I mean, I had Cherulias. Maybe some of those games would have just been better if I had Locket, but I was just going into draft games and testing. and seeing if I could win with it, and it was just not working out. I mean, as you could see, it was really unfortunate circumstances. Like, my first game, SWAIN didn't seem to know how to play with me. There was a couple times we could have gotten kills, and he ran away with my W instead of just going in still. He also kept missing his E. I don't know if he played SWAIN before. It just felt like really scuffed. Second game, we just got... I don't even remember what happened that game already. Second game, I had... what was it? Oh yes, I had the Lucian. And while it was fine, we got the first blood. Unfortunately, NEEKO just kept roaming, and even though I pinged constantly that she was missing, could have been going mid, Orianna kept dying to her. And Orianna didn't do anything all game, practically. Jax did teleport to try to help us bot lane. We did get a couple kills, but NEEKO was just so fed and able to do enough damage that she was practically a laner, solo laner on her own. And KALISTA was able to save her with her ultimate if it ever got tight for NEEKO. And I mean, that NEEKO had 3 million points. Like, she was able to really use her passive and disguise herself really well. It was just really, really unfortunate. And I mean, I made a mistake early game and walked up and got picked off. We were able to get a kill off of it, but I mean, I wasn't like I was a perfect player, but there was definitely not much I could do to try to make that work. Final game, I really don't think they would have been as fed as they were if ZIGGS played more like a mage. He kept walking in like he was an ADC, and he died, I mean, like first blood, because he walked up right into melee range of KAITLyn while Galio was sitting right in that bush, and just died. And then, unfortunately, Nunu ganked immediately after that, so that killed me. Then ZIGGS teleported in and then died to another Nunu gank because Nunu hadn't left the area yet, and that just cemented our loss in bot lane, unfortunately. And then Cassante lost top. Irelia was fed mid, but she just got too cocky, I think, and wasn't making good calls and teleporting in to like the full team by herself, or like going in too far away for me to be able to W, and it was just really rough games all around. But I did try to make the phase rush work. Maybe I'll try again and see if it can be more viable. Like I said, I didn't really feel it too much. I think a couple times it helped me be able to escape, but it was definitely, like, I think maybe Guardian could have been better a couple times, or, you know, things like that. But I did try. It was fun trying it, Crackers, and it did feel fun, like getting Chemtech delivery or whatever you joked about. But yeah, so thank you all for joining me for this game, these 3 very unfortunate games. Next builds I'll be trying, I did have a little bit more success, so my luck does turn around with those. But thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye.